Hi everyone, welcome to the channel. Just thought I'd do a little seedling update of the things I've sown so far, and we're doing alright, most of them anyway. Had a little issue with these ones at the front. It was slightly tilted down here, and this one got over watered, and these Brussels sprouts there, the Brendan F1, they've not done very well, but everything else virtually, oh sorry, this spinach Amelia F1 hasn't germinated yet, but pretty much everything else is looking alright. And what I need to do today is really get in there and thin them out a bit. But all the tomatoes I've got from Ali and the Everglades from Peggy, all doing really well. My mum came up yesterday and I picked out Tim's Taste of Paradise and the black strawberry for her. She was looking forward to growing them. So these are the seedlings what I sowed on the 29th of February. The peas what I sowed, was it last week? All my home saved peas, pretty much almost got, well, got 100% germination in the cells, but not all of them have come up, I don't think. But the shop bought Hurst green shaft, maybe one just sort of showing there. So yeah, not best pleased with the shop bought peas, so it's best to save peas if you can. Look at the germination rate, speaks for itself. The onions here I sowed on December the 27th, and I've trimmed these back a few times, and I really want to get these out in the ground really, but it's just far too wet. It's raining at the moment again, so that's a bit of a nightmare. The potatoes, I sowed these ones on the 4th of the 3rd. I'll just pop a video of that in here. Hi everyone, Nick the Gardener, welcome to the channel. Today I'm going to be starting off some early potatoes. I've got 6 tiny little home saved Charlottes here, and what I'm going to be doing is popping them into some little 7cm pots like this. So I'm just going to pop about half of a container full of compost, just like that, and just drop the little potatoes in with the chits facing up. Just top that off with compost. So it's a bit early to get potatoes out in big containers and stuff yet, so I'm just going to start these little ones in these little containers and keep them inside, just so they get a chance to grow a little bit. Maybe pop them on into a slightly bigger container and then move them out into the greenhouse when they need an even bigger container, and when the weather gets a bit better. So just going to do several little pots like that, and yeah, it just helps to get an early crop really. Right, pop a bit of compost in these pots as well, the chits facing up. Right, that's it. So I'm just going to set these in a drip tray in my living room on my windowsill, south facing window, and let them soak up a little bit of moisture, not too much, but yeah, should get a nice early crop really from them. And yeah, I'll probably be testing out some different fertilizers and stuff on them to see how they grow against each other. And I love this lot and I hate you. Anyway, thanks for watching. I hope you're growing some potatoes soon, and a good way to start little pots like this on your windowsill. And they've all started to break the surface now. Yeah, they don't need watering or anything yet, but they've got roots coming out the bottom, so probably have to pop those on soon. The love-hate experiment. The love have got 2 sprouts on, and the hate, yesterday only had these 2, but this one here has almost got 3 on it, look. So not very scientific at the moment, but interesting. And yeah, watch Tony's video. I'll pop links in the description. And Tony's was really funny. Yeah, it was very, very funny, his first video. Awesome. Yeah, so I'm going to get these brassicas out today, and the carrots. There's no point in them being in there, just probably harbouring slugs and stuff. So I'll get them out. One good tip for anyone who's got a greenhouse as well. Don't just check under the pots for slugs, but these little runners here, they're perfect little like highway for slugs. So in fact, when I come in here, look, you can see it. There's one there. So what I normally do is get a little tag like that and just sort of get it out on the end. Oop, and it drops down there on the floor. What I normally do is just flick it out like that, really. Don't kill them generally, and just remember to put the tag in the right thing. Sorry for spinning you around. But yes, alright, I'm going to crack on with pricking out all these. So I've got some compost ready. Got lots of containers ready, just, you know, little cells really. And ta-da, I've actually got my pen ready. So as I do them, I'll be writing the labels as I go, so I don't get muddled up and everything. But yeah, it's going to take me a little while to do some of them. I'll see how far I get anyway. Right, okay, before we start, I've sifted my homemade compost, added quite a bit of worm castings, a little bit of vermiculite through it. Not added any bloodfish and bone or anything like that yet. I think there should be, you know, enough in here for the time being for another couple of weeks until it gets a bit big, warm enough, so I can pop them in bigger pots. And then I'll put some bloodfish and bone, maybe some seaweed powder in it. Yeah, just to give it enough nutrients to keep it going for a little while. And we'll be probably giving it liquid feed after that. Right, so let's get cracking. Right, I'm all set up. First one, lettuce mix. Just going to prick 9 out, pop into here, and yeah, looks like there's a few different varieties in there. And yeah, just going to go through them. But yeah, basically, just get all the cells filled, removing any bigger bits of twig. Although it's not too essential at this point, because I'm not pricking out after this point. I'll just be potting on the whole plug, so you ain't got to disturb the roots after this. Just give that a bit of a shake off. And with these, try and get it all out in one go. There's a little baby worm on the bottom of that pot. But yeah, the roots all grown not quite nicely in there. I just want to tease the roots out, really. Another worm there. So yeah, just divide them up a bit. Try and tease the compost out a bit. Try and hold them by the leaves. Pull them apart if they'll come. There we go. So you're going to end up damaging some, but I've got pretty good root systems on those. Then what I'll do, get a dibber or, you know, woodgie or whatever they're called. Just make a fairly decent hole. Pop it in. Backfill it. Top it up a bit. Just firm them in. And like that. So that's the first one popped in there all nice. So next one, just continue that process. Make sure we get them in nice and deep. Top it up. So that's the first three done. I'll just bring you back when I've done the whole tray. Okay, so I've put an eye in there, lettuce mix, labelled it when I pricked it out, and yeah, I'm just going to pop them up here into some water in a tray just to let them soak up the moisture until I've done the next ones and just replace them. So the lettuce mix, I popped a few back in here, and hopefully I'll prick them out, you know, in a week or two, because I've got so much to do today. I haven't got time. So anyway, I'll probably pop you on time lapse and get through the rest of these. There's going to be quite a few to do, and yeah, it's going to take me a little while, I think. So let's get cracking on with it anyway. So that's the whole tray of 4 different types of tomato: Pink Boar, Tim's Taste, Année Noire and Blue Beauty, all courtesy of Ali in America from My Rusty Garden. Go check out her channel if you haven't already. Very kind lady, very nice. Right, yeah, and any extra ones I've just popped them back in the little pots I came from. This one here didn't have 5 in, only had 4, so I popped that in a different tray with just 4 cells in, you know, like that. Label up each one again. Okay, so that's got another tray of tomatoes done. Any extra ones I've popped back in to the original pot with a bit of fresh compost, just spaced them out a bit. So this one's a Paul Robeson. So yeah, I'd like to thank Ali D again, and Peggy sending me the tomatoes. Never grown any of these before. I think most of the ones what Ali sent me are sort of like black coloured ones, or you know, pink ones or whatever. But sound delicious. Just looking at a few of them yesterday to see what sort of, you know, for beef steaks and stuff. There's a bit of a mixture, so really excited to see what well, what they taste like, how they grow and that. So I'm just going to sink these into some water, and I'm going to crack on with the rest of them. It's going to take me a while. I don't know if I'll get it all done today, but still got, I don't know if you can see, can you still see there? All this tray to do. But yeah, I've done some of the tomatoes. I'll probably do some of the peppers and chilies as well. But just need to count how many seedlings are in each one, so I can use, you know, say, well, if I've got like 5 seedlings or something, just do a whole tray of brassicas or something like that next, I think. That's the plan anyway. So I've got quite a few of the brassicas done now, as well as the tomatoes, but probably left them in here maybe a week too long, maybe, when I'm trying to get the roots out, well, from, you know, in between each other. They're a bit matted, but they're coming apart okay because I sieved the compost. But just gonna have a break. My back's aching a little bit from sat here. I need to have a cup of coffee, But I'll bring you back in a bit and we'll crack on. So it's looking pretty good in here now. Got most of the seedlings in nice trays, all labelled up. So happy with the progress. My sun's just coming out, which is even better. So I'm just going to have a quick break and I'll come back and continue with these. So one problem I did run into was when I emptied out the all-year cauliflower and the broccoli Matsuri F1, was that the compost was a bit claggy to separate the roots out without damaging them too much. So I've just laid them out here a little bit when I was potting them on, putting them in the shade, but I'm going to pop them back in the pots now and obviously not water them. Need to dry out a bit more. They might start rotting off otherwise. But I've got quite a few done now. I'm running very low on compost as well, so I think that's going to be the last ones I do. I'm just going to sort these out today and do the rest tomorrow. Hopefully be able to sieve some more compost this afternoon. Stay dry, the sun's come out a bit, so hopefully the temperature will be good enough to dry some more compost out. I'll get sieving anyway. So yeah, I've got quite a few seedlings up here now, all labelled up correctly, I hope. And got a few more just down here, soaking up the moisture. And yeah, just get tidied up today, put these back in and put them back on the shelf. And hopefully now it's warm enough in here for the tomatoes. They've been out for the last couple of nights and they're doing okay still. So thank you very much for watching and hope everyone has a good week next week. And yeah, looking forward to everyone else's videos on the love-hate experiment. And yeah, we'll see how it goes. Thanks for watching. Goodbye.